So you had your home listed for sale on the market with an agent, and either it didn't sell or maybe you changed your mind and decided to pull the plug. Now, all of a sudden, you start to get all these phone calls from numbers you do not recognize, and it does not take long for you to realize that these are actually real estate agents that's calling you, and it feels like every single agent in town is calling you. In this video, I'll explain to you why you're getting these calls, and if you stick with me to the end of this video, I'm going to give you some actionable steps on how you can make these calls stop. So let me explain why this is happening. When a home is listed on the MLS, it creates a permanent entry. Yes, permanent entry inside the MLS system. Even when a home is taken off the market unsold, the listing stays there. Now, when a home is actively on the market, it will usually show some kind of an active status. But when you as a seller decide to take it off, it changes that status from active to either expired or canceled. So while your home no longer shows up actively for sale on websites such as Zillow and all those other portals, the listing information, the original listing, is still searchable within the MLS by anybody that has MLS access. This information stays inside the MLS indefinitely and does not go away, so it's almost like a criminal record. And this information could be looked up by anybody with an account at any time. There are these data aggregator companies such as Vulcan 7 and the REDX that links their proprietary software to the MLS expired data, and they scrape and skip trace these addresses and look for phone numbers to these sellers. These companies then turn around and sell this data in the form of a monthly subscription to any agent that's willing to pay for it. Each time these agents get new data, often daily, they are calling these sellers, these phone numbers, with the intention of trying to get the listing. So when they're calling you, they're trying to solicit you to list with them. Plain and simple. All mainstream real estate coaches teach agents to go after these low-hanging fruits because, yes, these often are the most motivated people. So here are some actions you can take and what to do about it. Preparation. So if you have listed your house but are planning to take it off the market, just be prepared and brace yourself for all the calls that you are going to receive. You should expect agents to start calling you at 8 a.m. the following day after you had taken the home off the market. So if you took the home off the market today, expect as early as 8 a.m. tomorrow morning that you would start receiving these calls nonstop. In some rare cases, you may even receive calls on the same day or as early as even 7 a.m. the next day. In addition, you should also expect some of these agents to text you and leave you voicemails as well. So do not answer these phone calls from any numbers you don't recognize and block them right away. I would say nowadays, I don't even answer or respond to any phone numbers that I don't recognize. Now, the agents that do this at a very high level will be using many different burner phone numbers that they purchase. So the same agent could be calling you from multiple different numbers and you may not even know that it's them. And if your carrier offers any type of number blocking or screening service such as Nomo Robo, definitely install that on your phone and activate that right away. Unfortunately, most agents do not care about the do not call list, so if you wish to report them, it is possible, but the process is extremely challenging. You will need to have accurately documented their information, including name, company, and the nature of the call. Because most agents would be calling from burner numbers, it's virtually impossible to report them and hold them accountable. An alternative that may give you some success would be to speak with their broker, but again, you would need their information such as the company and who their broker is. And most agents would not be willing to participate in their own punishment, so don't expect them to volunteer this information easily. Now, complaining to the broker can sometimes work, but other times I find that they often just turn a blind eye, especially when there is profit involved, right? When there's money to be made, usually they turn a blind eye. Unfortunately, it's sad. As a last resort, you can try to file a complaint against that agent with the Division of Professional Licensure. So this is at a state level. But once again, you would need to have accurately recorded all of their contact information, which makes this very, very challenging. So my best advice for anybody that's going through this is to just stop answering your phone calls, let it go to voicemail, turn on your call screening, and just let it be. Unfortunately, there is no definitive and finite conclusion that would solve this problem. And eventually, at some point, after a couple of weeks, these calls, they should die down, although always be expecting that sometime in the foreseeable future, you may still get a random call every now and then. What surprised you the most about this video? Please comment below and let me know.